Hey, Seal Deal team. Good to see you again. Joel Usher here, CEO of, I say CEO, but leader. You're a fearless leader. I am here with another training video. And on this training video, this is a topic that one of the team members asked me to do. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go over getting your list, how to get your list, to be able to send into the virtual assistant. And so it is important that every single day you're working on some sort of lead or working on some sort of a list that you are providing the virtual assistant. I would say that when you do your list, do about 100 at a time. Just to start off, just do about 100 at a time. Filter your list down. Go through, take the time to really filter your list, and it will give you better results instead of just going in and just pulling a general list, and then you're kind of wasting some time with some of the if you don't filter it, you'll waste some time. So for the virtual assistant and for yourself, because it'll be a whole lot of wrong numbers, voicemails, and those type of things. So what I want to do is just kind of go over what my process is, and I'm doing this in real time. So if you so I'm doing this in real time. So if there's I don't edit these videos. So if you need to fast forward or skip, y'all do what you got to do. But I don't edit the videos. So you just have to go with all the ums and all that kind of stuff as well. So if I make mistakes, it's real time. So that's how life is, and that's how I'm going to do it. So all right. So first, this is Elite RESS, or you can go to PropStream. Both of them are kind of set up the same way. All of these are kind of set up the same way. But I'm going to show you how we go on Elite RESS, because a lot of times during the daytime, the virtual assistant is on PropStream. So if they're on PropStream, then you're not going to be able to get in there. Or if you get in there, you're going to end up kicking off the virtual assistant. So you can only have one person logged in at a time. So if you get on and it says that you're already logged in, go ahead and wait, or send a message to the GroupMe. You should be a part of the GroupMe chat, and ask if there's anybody in there. Maybe somebody is in there or was in there and they just left it on and that kind of thing, because I tend to do that all the time. I don't always log out. So all right, let's look at a list. You want to be able to look in hot areas, and right now I have a new team member that's going to be joining us, and so I'm going to pull a list for her, because I'm showing her how to pull these lists. And she is in Bexar County and Guadalupe counties. That's what she's looking for, is Bexar County and Guadalupe County. All right, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to type in the search. Let's look for Bexar County. There we go. And as you can see, it automatically pops up Bexar County. I always call that Bexar County, but it's actually supposed to be Bexar County. All right, and so what you see over here is a bunch of properties that come up. You can look up here at the top, and you can see these broken down. You have MLS. You got 6,000 something properties on the MLS. You got 172 pre-foreclosures, 150 an auction pre-foreclosures before they foreclose on the house, meaning they have received a letter saying that their property is about to go into pre-foreclosure, right? So it's been listed. Auctions, that means that they have already gone through the process, and now they're auctioning off. The bank is auctioning off that property. That means that there may still be some time to be able to get with the bank and be able to possibly wheel and deal with the bank. But so it's a little harder as a wholesaler to be able to do that. But as if you're an investor already, you can actually do that. Wheel and deal with the bank and say, hey, look, I want it for this price, and you may be able to just pay whatever that person was owed. And because the bank just wants it off their books. So then you have bank owned properties, says 911. You got cash buyers, 60,658. You got liens, 14,192. And in this liens list is all kind of liens. So it's mechanical liens, it's tax liens, it's all kind of liens. So it's not just tax liens, like I owe money on back taxes, but it could be any kind of lien. A mechanics lien is just simply they had work done on the house, and so whoever was doing the work put a lien on the property. Let's say if they were remodeling something or they were adding something, that company, that GC or whoever it is, may put a lien on the property until that till that balance is paid. That could be it. It could be anything. So that's what the liens are. It's not just tax liens that somebody didn't pay their back taxes. So that's why it's good to filter out these lists. You got vacant homes as well, and then you have 44,000 or 448,000 high equity. I told you guys I'm gonna make mistakes in this, so you might have to fast forward. So now you could actually, in pulling your list, you could actually go to your pre-foreclosure list. Let's say you just want pre-foreclosure. You can pull that up. You can click on that, and all the pre-foreclosed properties will come up. And what you'll see is auction dates here. And typically these are the dates that they're going to auction these properties off. This one says April the 6th, so that would be tomorrow. So it'd be kind of hard for you to get in contact with the owner and be able to cut a deal with the owner already. So again, these dates are here to show you when they're going to be auctioned off. And if that's the case, and like let's say this one, let's look at this one. Pre-foreclosure details there, and it'll show you. The recording date was February 4th, 2021. That's when they put it out. Notice of trustee sale, and this one's happening quick. Notice of trustee sale. So they ended up getting the first notice back in March of 2020 is when they got the first notice. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different times. So this could have been an opportunity for us if we'd have pulled this list back in March. Looks like they had this on the MLS and it failed. Excellent fixer-upper. So it looks like this property needs some help. They had it listed at 200,000, so you know whatever this property is below 200,000. So anyway, that's when you go into detail about the property. And let's look at it. Said this property would be hold on. Did it give me an auction date? Date and time of auction. So this says it's already passed. So March 2nd, 2021 at 10 a.m. Now this property might not have sold, so we don't know. So we could follow up on that property. But again, when you're pulling these lists, you want to take a look at all of that. All right, you want to take a look at all of that. So how do you filter your list? How do you go about filtering your list? Well, when you come up here, it says filter right here. Click on that filter, and it has different categories. It has owner occupied, occupancy status, property characteristics, MLS status, pre-foreclosure and bank owned, ownership info, liens, bankruptcy and divorce status, valuation and equity info, and mortgage info. So how do you go about filtering your list? You start looking at these. What is it that you don't want? What is it that you don't want? Let's say MLS status. You want everything off market, right? You want everything off market, and then you can just say, hey, look, no. On market, no. All right, let's do that. All right, so that's gonna drop your list down a little bit, right? Let's see. Oops. That's gonna drop your list just a little bit. Let's see if I can see it. So now it says 164 properties right now. All right. So let's go back and filter some more. Pre-foreclosures, bank owned. Let's say auction date. We may want to put in here. Let's give ourselves a month. Let's put this in, see what happens. Yep, that knocks it down. Uh, that knocks that list down all the way to nothing. That knocks that list down all the way to nothing. So let's not put anything in here as far as far as auction dates. Let's clear that. Hold on, let me get in here, see if I can clear it. Well, let's reset. Let's do property characteristics. We're going to go single family homes. I don't want to, let's say I don't want to do any land. So we'll just do single family homes. And so that gives me a list of about how many now? 516,000. So it's pulling from the entire thing, okay? All right, so now let's look at filtering some more. MLS status? No. Let's see what that pulls up. That gets us down to what, 511,000? All right, so MLS status, we put no. We don't want them on the market. So, all right, let's filter some more. Pre-foreclosure, bank owned. I might leave that. Alone. Let's look at this ownership info. We'll probably say all types. Probably I'm not gonna change any of that. Let's filter some more. Let's do liens, bankruptcy, and divorce. So what we could do is we could target specific liens, say tax liens. Let's do child support liens too. And let's look at how much that brings us down to 5,394 properties. Okay. Let's see. Let's look at valuation. Let's do, you can do estimated value, estimated rental income. You can do gross yield. You can do growth percentage, estimated equity. That's pretty key. Loan to value, assessed total value. Let's look at, instead of looking at those, let's look at minimum estimated equity at 50% or more. Let's look at that. See what that does for our list. It brings us down to 4,144 properties. Let's look at mortgage info. Let's say we just want properties that are free and clear. So we would put actually that brings us down to 1,544. Hold on, let me look at this again. Exclude, no, I'm gonna leave that at any. Cash buyers, first loan to value. Let's look. What do we want to do? So I want to owner occupied. Let's do no. And let's do vacants. Now we're down to about 83. All right. So I got my list down to 83 properties. Okay. Now what I can do is I can say, all right, well, I'm going to go through here and take a look at these properties. Now I might not look at all of them, but I want to spot check them and see what it is that I've pulled. This one, cash sale. Let's see. No, it's lien detail. So this one has a weed abatement, $395 lien. So this person, I'm looking at the pictures of this property. And it looks like this is a, hey, look at that. That's an abandoned home, a boarded up property. So this may be something to take a look at. Maybe something that I really want to look at, because they looks like they had it on the MLS. Uh-oh, it just sold. Estate sale, house is not livable at present time. All right, so this property I would weed out, right? Because it just sold in February 26th. So I would weed this property out. And it sold, sell amount was 65,000. So yeah, so I would weed that property out. So I wouldn't add that property to my list. And so what you'll do is you'll take the time to go through your properties before you even send it over to the VA. To just check. Now, if you want, you could just send it to the VA the way it is, 83 properties, and send it over to the VA and take your time. But if you really want to get your list to be efficient, take the time and go. If you have the time, go through the list. Again, you can set your filters in any way you want to set them. Okay, and I typically just kind of take a look at all of them and try and see, just try and get it down to about 100 or at least under 200 properties on my list. That way, it's a good sample size. So that's pretty much. It's very simple. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to filter your list. All it is just you go up here, you type in the county if you want to do county, if you want to do city. If you have a specific city, you can go in there and do a specific city, and you'll hit filter, and then you'll go through here and you'll filter whatever it is, whatever property characteristics you want. And you can do number of stories, year built, lot sizes, how many bedrooms. Let's do 3-bedroom max. Let's do 3 bedrooms. No, let's do 2. Let's do 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. I don't know what happened there. Let's go back to my filters. Let's do 2-bedroom minimum, 2 bedroom. Yeah, let's do that. Let's change. Let's see. I'm just playing around now, so y'all don't have to watch the rest of this video. Let's not do 50% equity. Let's just look at the properties. We have MLS status. No. Characteristics. So I want to look at ownership info. Let's see. Individuals, corporations, years. Let's say I want them to have owned the property for at least a year. Okay, let's look at that. Let's change this liens. Valuation equity. Yep, we already looked at that. Mortgage info. Any? All right. So let's look, see what comes up over here. I think my laptop may be going a little short, so the internet may be not working as well, because I've got spinning going on here. I think I'm weighing down my internet. I got a couple of things going on at the same time. So, all right, but that's pretty much how you filter your list. You just go in there and take the time to be able to filter them by looking at different characteristics, changing the filters, then go into your list and look at it. So take your time, do it right. I'm gonna work on this list here. I just wanted to be able to show you guys, give you an example of what you can do. to your list in order for you to get your sample size down. Again, keep your sample size between 100 and 200 when you're given to the virtual assistant to allow them to work on it, and then go from there. You can go by county, you can go by city. I think it's best to go by city if you have a specific city that you're looking at. I think it's better to go by city, but you can do county, you can do city. It doesn't matter, but you can filter your list, to get them down. So, all right, guys, y'all take care. God bless. I'll see y'all at the top because the bottom's too crowded. I hope you have a wonderful and a wonderful day. All right, take care. God bless.